new set going. One credit. Press start to play.
How did you feel when they asked you to direct the new Star Trek movie?
It actually took me a couple of days to kind of think it through. You know, I know that it's so beloved, and you know, it's been around for 50 years, and you know, I wanted to make sure there was definitely a journey that was worthy of you know, this chapter. So it became also very personal, because I realized, you know, Star Trek was a big part of my life, and you know, I started watching it at 8 years old with my family, you know, until I was 18 on the original series. So it was something that was very personal, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, we had the right journey for these characters to in a way to celebrate and to, you know, what's come before, and hopefully we can contribute to what's going to come after.
Did you have much freedom in directing the movie and making your own choices?
Yeah. I mean, that's something that I kind of require, you know, accountability. Like if you watch a movie, you don't like it, don't blame it on the studio, don't blame it, has to be on me, and that's something that I really take to heart.
Yeah. So after seeing the movie, we can safely say that those who were worried about possible influences from Fast and Furious, they were totally wrong. I think you really managed to balance between action and more intimate moments. And how did you approach this delicate matter?
Well, I think it's about embracing what's so great about Trek, you know, and I think, you know, what I remember and what I love about Trek is this group of characters who came together and through this shared experience create a sense of family, you know, and that's something that was very important to me growing up, and I want to make sure I can preserve that and help evolve that. But at the same time, I think Star Trek's about exploration, you know, it's about, you know, discovery, and it's something that I think is built in. The DNA of Star Trek is to, I think, embrace these characters, but also put them into situations where it's something they never experienced, and by going through it, they evolve and they get to kind of learn more about who they are.
Yeah, I think one of the conversation between Zachary Quinto and Carl Urban was one of the best moments. It was very, very intimate.
That actually probably been in my head since I was 8 years old, because I love McCoy, and I also really like Spock. But you know, Kirk is always there, so I always thought, man, I really want to do something where Kirk is removed and see how they interact with each other.
It was a very good idea. I think it worked a lot.
Thanks.
And also the action was amazing. During at the end of the movie, we won't say anything, of course, but one of the action sequence was incredible.
Thanks.
I still don't know how you did it, but you will tell us maybe.
Yeah, thanks.
And so you're a big fan of the original series, and how much did you let it influence you in this new movie?
Well, I think it was more about like capturing the essence. Like, for example, you know, I think now being a filmmaker, when I watch the original series, you realize that really shouldn't have been a TV show, right? Because TV is about containment, and it's about, you know, limited budget. And you saw a group of people that went and was really trying to push the boundaries, you know. And whenever they ran out of budget, they'll say, okay, we'll go do a time travel episode. And you saw that they really embraced the limitations. And that's something that I love, the humanity behind it. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, we had the same approach.
Okay. So, did the cast help you in some ways, because you were the new guy, you know?
Well, it was very interesting because, you know, they've been together for 2 movies, you know, and so they know their characters so well. But even before them, these characters existed for 40 years before them, you know, and so I felt like my job was to, on the fly, you know, to be able to earn their trust, and then, you know, and the other way around also. But at the same time, it was also my job to challenge them, you know, and so not only were they just a gracious, you know, and professional and talented, but they're also just good people. And so I felt very lucky to be able to work with everybody.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.